Sean Foster with Ramble Sports. We're here at Franklin Parish talking to head coach Adrian Burnette, talking about how the expectations have changed under his watch and what's it going to take for the Patriots to possibly win a state championship. Well, Coach, anybody who follows high school athletics in this part of the state knows about your dad. How much of an impact did your dad have on you wanting to get into this profession?
Man, I think it was everything. I played collegiate football, played a little professional football. And once it was over, I was just kind of looking for something to do at that point in time. And, following him all my life and seeing him coach and seeing how he affected so many lives, man, really brought me into coaching. I did the football thing while he did the basketball thing, but at the end of the day, man, he was everything to me.
This has been a school that through the years, there's been some decent years, but they've struggled. This hasn't been the easiest job. What drew you to this particular job?
I like challenges. I like opportunities to build. I like opportunities to change. I like opportunities to kind of do my own thing. I could go to, some of the bigger schools in the state and, whatever my success may have been would be just success in the line of other people that had done it once before me. But having the opportunity to come here and establish my own thing and get people to buy in, man, has been tremendous.
A lot of this is a mental aspect too. How have you changed the mindset here?
Just influence and hard work. At the end of the day, no matter what happens on or off the field, it's going to start and stop with hard work, how hard you work. I was fortunate enough to come through a good program at Bastrop, and that's what Coach Bradshaw stressed. I coached with Cyril Crutchfield down when I was at St. Aug. That's what he stressed. When I played at Tulane, Coach Bowden, Coach Rodriguez, that's what they're stressing. So all those different elements and all those experiences got me to where I'm at now.
This is really the first time that this program in quite some time has had to deal with preseason expectations. Beginning of the season, Sports Writers poll had you at #1 in Class 4A. How has this group dealt with those expectations that have not been here before?
I think the same way we deal with all expectations. A lot of, you have a lot of firsts in this particular program. First time winning, district championship, first time making it so deep in the playoffs. So we address everything. We don't hide from anything. We talk about it. Even when we was ranked first in the state, we briefly talked about it and we made it understood that at the end of the day that means nothing. First place in September is not like first place in December.
So everybody loves being around a winner. We started seeing this program grow a few years ago. How has the crowd, how has this community really grown and kind of wrapped their arms around this program over the last few years?
Man, it's been great, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I'd be honest, even when we were not as successful, man, the community was still there, the influence, the support, and it's just been tremendous as far as getting bigger and bigger every year, and we hope that it continues to grow.
Obviously, you've got some guys, some dudes walking the halls who are committed to some major colleges. That doesn't happen very often. What have you learned from your team through the first month of the season?
The biggest thing is now just understanding that we're no longer hunting people, we are the hunted. And
how does that change things?
Well, it changed, your attention to detail sometimes. You're still dealing with young men, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids who, fluctuate sometimes mentally and just trying to stay on top of them. Don't want the success to get them too big. But we ran into a buzzsaw with a great Calvary Baptist team. But I think that loss is going to do nothing but catapult us through the rest of the year.
We talked about expectations changing. This program is now, when you are preseason #1, I know it's get to Thanksgiving, get to the Dome, win a state championship. How has your team accomplished that the rest of this way?
Man, just continue to be what we are. We've laid a standard. So this is my 4th year. So the seniors and I kind of went through this whole journey together. There were some standards, some expectations we put out there, and we stand to them. And now the juniors, the sophomores, the freshmen, as long as they continue to buy in, we can continue to build this program.
You've changed the standard. Adrian Burnette, head coach of the Patriots. Appreciate the time.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check us out on all our social media platforms. Also, don't forget to check me out every single day on the Sports Company, Sports Talk 97.7 from 3 to 6.